Yo abusia wonim sa me de ensem bisa na me bisa da bia nso me wo bibi bisa de me bisa bia so ye nyansa ma nyansani bia because asema hu hia mo bibini ena hu hia ma me ne no ena me de beto pono so ne yina ya dwendwen hu abusia enne me won nsem fie miensa bi ebisa empanimfo ai wo Ghana. I want to ask a very simple question but serious, which is very important to the heart of every black nation. This is the question I want to ask. Please, I am asking all our doctors, lawyers, and leaders, what are they doing about providing regular support for our children in other countries? Ede no mo ye ewo hu. Ye mani bi kodidi kuro ana wo mo ho asese mra ewo ho no no. Ede be no mo no omo wo ye wo hu. Ede boa yen as Africans. What are our leaders doing about the social protection policies governing our children and people living abroad? Ediebe na moye ewo sa niema we hu amucho emre bi wo ho ana. The platform is open for this education. Sometimes it feels like people can do whatever they want to do to us and nobody can do nothing. Obedient to me nyehwe about it. What has brought this upon our heads as black people? A question and a mibisa. Minya, religion defines civilization and creates the system for your mind to follow. Adia religion has this affected us? Is our mind following something that is not helping us? It's a question. Don't get angry. Yeni bibia o. We have nothing. Not even a black angel. Black angel krebi ni Bible ni. Angel be ni ho ye black. Ye ni black heaven. Oko heaven na white. Bibia white bia ye papa. Bibia black bia enye. Why? A question na mibisa. Everything good is white. Black man is programmed. Black man has been programmed. Na mibisa say why? Aden. Where your questions are me here anu yi. So be betumi aboa me yi anu ama me. Platform ni ye open. Ono so for di nkomo no so obeba e open. Ono komfo krom bosom na nkasa kora. Ono ni di nkomo no so betumi yi anu a. The platform is open and it is for free. Today we are discussing MONOSUPREMO, part 2 of last week's episode. And now betumi akase part 2 of religious evolution. That's what we are discussing. I have just 2 phases to take you because you need to think deep about this. We will talk about single truth. No krepa kukuroto. Yewi a yaba behwe Akhenaten's one God theory. Yaba behwe no so. Minua. Last week we held an academic discussion that focused on the evolution of religion and religious civilizations. And I'm about 3 strong powerful ones na me chire mu me gimi di se wo hu dwiri eyi e bia bibifo efiri ni ba bi omo abeduru die menim se ye juju a ntumi nchire. I must state that for the purposes of understanding the mystery of enlightenment, knowledge of the factors that led to religious belief is essential. So wo pese wote the mystery of enlightenment as pe. And the nature says we should share the basis of religion. And in the factors, who here are very essential. So one tier no asepe, and none of no falling into the cancerous hole. Because a bear will say, woo ye bibi, and so now we shall a wine a remold you. And they have been extensively documented by various theologians and philosophers. In fact, you can easily read about polytheism and other forms of religion anywhere. But what was unique about my editorial last week is the mother God theory that formed the basis for Western religious civilization. Edema baby omu free the ma movie free 1 point call the second point call the second point any baby enwankum ni abosomsem ni na free bae no afa now you will understand or realize that it is not us. Inti dia mo ye na mo se nananom no mihia explanations. What yes in finfini. Obi de enyadewa beto wo honam duam na wo hu yare ne se wo hu nyadewa ne se ye de wo eyamane kese eyade esese ye dwen ho, which was directly handed over by our Akabulan ancestors to them. We know kan we nyina na me kire ye said ye ancestors no e kire mo sa nimdie we nyina. It is on this backdrop that they used a small piece of what they learned to corrupt the entire universe. Se obi ye power hungry a menye wadwen se nipa na hawa obejeje so wa ye power hungry na dwen na ye poisoned obeye bibiara onkai po se wa ye bibi amano, and rewrote legends, mythologies, cultures, religions, and polluted the earth with systematic oppression and dogmatic theories that have placed my generation in a very disadvantaged position. That is my biggest problem, or this is my biggest problem. And I feel this should be a problem for every African. Inti, I don't know why. Yen to me nkan ho asem no obi ka ho asem so a oni ho akwanya se obeka oni sa akwan no na sa nkrofo yi mpo e wa akwanya so omo beka omo history a project what is not there. But ye ni kwan mpo se ye beka dia ye me pese me kan sesi epo se me se meka ni plain na me a me nkrofo na mbeku mi oche na me platform no kra ombe yi dia si form. So today I will handle the discussion from the perspective of one truth in the face of evident difference. Because the bia nyame ba akuna noa se wunya bibia ubeka unyo Kristo ni kura unye nipa obi so say Muslim and Islam na ye the best ye say unye bia wusu unye nipa adentia enamo mi enhwe differences ni enhwe evidences nso ewo ho. Look at your skin wo de wa hwe wo honam, your body type as an African, and your handling of emotions. Se wo ye bibini make us say your handling of emotions are say utumiti ase. Compare that to others who are always poised to kill, destroy, and rule over people. O de fa bibi wo e bibi fo no ayesesi an ye sua bone na ati say ye bio nanso me ka me kire o bibini abofra bi ani wo betwe tuo ewura school ekum be ye nipa 20 obi ti ne ba bio ye num ne ye dwa Ghana mpotitiri na nsempo na bone aba ha na ye nipa ye pe bone da enyo bibini bi asuban o ka omo na omo di atitira sem. They are refillers, real Africans. They don't do certain things, killing people. No. Compare that to others who are always poised to kill, destroy, and rule over people. Why do you still think we belong to a single entity? And I can also yes. Now share your hwene. Omo nka sampo say your hwene square nti ye nko heaven. Now share your ni, now share your so, now share your tree. Ayese sapo. Wo share your body color bibia edigina wa. Edi e ben e na ema wo bibini. Wo dwin say nyame ba ako no boy, on dey emfa ne sa because eno na ye bone of contention no. And then you say you belong to a single entity. How? Nti ye nyina ye nkosum bibi. Ye kosum bibi so aye nsom ade ba akwa de na say ye kosum. How sure are you? Do you have evidences? Africans, please tell me. Those who feel as say Allah niyesum, tell me, what is your evidence? What is the proof? All these people that brought these things to you, Oshe Arabs na di omude before femu. Europe, Greeks, if I tell me. And then you say you who sa nkrofo we mpo anka say ye twebe omo. We your time kwan so. But me say we wura wadwenim. Aden. Eden pa na eme ye wo say we num wo bibi pampo a omo de be ma. Wa we tu kwan bia, tell me the treatment they give. Ebinum. Aya febinum soso makasa this year they make be febinum soso. Yes, makasa na me ebinum. Nti aya febinum soso mame. Let me bring it down to our level and say this. Look at the bodies of women from South Africa. Look at young girls in Ghana. Oh dear, South African women, the way omo backside no etie na omo tiri tie ni the way omo ti eye ketwa ne omo lower part ni the way ete na young girls na hu omo Ghana. Check out the physique of young African men. African men man no dey hwe. We dey nkama no ya me be ka asem bi ba majai. There is a country se wo ba boy na owa oye TikTok oye giant a wo force no oduru ho pe a wo ba ni sika nyamu anu. There a particular country emuma akogu ho na mo pe emba boys o mo te sa na ebi no mo fa ebi no mo sa adeko na de mami ntwaso. The young African man checking the physique. Why do you say Abrofo were created by the same one entity? And therefore, the single truth that applies to Abrofo must automatically be applied to everyone. Why do you feel so? Why do you think so? No kware. Menka so obi enye nipo asem na mebisa. You see ye be biara. In fact, we better we check it out your smell. The way we even smell. Yeah, the crow. The way we eat. The way ye niyama. Yeah, the crow. I say this not in contempt or hatred for any group. Never. I don't have a single hate in me. But for education and enlightenment purposes. Please note this down. How on earth do you think Chinese, Africans, Abrofo, and all of us were made by the same Obroni God? How? A question you can give me evidences. Like a question. So if you have answers, wherever you are, we have Zoom, we have every setup you can think of. We are a whole TV station. To be person wherever you are, person yen ship you, yen fly umbra. We are ready to do that. Ibisa. How do you have can you write something for me? The reason you feel say at the corner, can you educate us? Educate me in the comment section and share this video with your family and friends so we can all discuss. Because he said, the Bible God, or say, I have created you in my own image and likeness. Yati ase wo. Inte say no your broni and no your bibini or your ba no your bema. We are just asking questions though. Yati ase say one entity na boy ntumi ye you. Nti ne ye bisa nsami. Eniama we me pese ye nyina ye ndwendwen ho pa. Ye ndwen ho ko deep. Because one channel can end up at a wrong place. They will use you for ngongo. Man krankra bi akwaba. At the bad time with Maame Grace Jumedie so. Welcome to Time with Maame Grace. It's Sunday and these are the divine teachings before your religious church. Edi kan susu we ho. Last 2 weeks episode ni ye pon ya no so for bi de koya so na church member ne ka kire ne say ade anapa we Maame Grace I wan edit kora they say yours omo so omo yi na di na me ka kire so for so wa mam ame na nko back to the church. Me ko no ho. Because when chant rather until way in edi. Sundays me di kind the way brem or so for no di ko preach am bibi kakra. And I edit here. Men yes sir. I bring you love and my name is always Maame Grace. The man krankre biara akwa ba wezo. I welcome you to Time with Maame Grace once again. I feel the year started. Why? Abusia me man krankra bi akwaba enenso so at the bad time with Maame Grace Jumedie kese so se boko siada anopa no nsia pe na onim so nua ba fefe me ba na me ne wa ba bi nsem bisa kese ehuhia e de mabibini bia na ye bisa ho asemi one questions am start asema me bisa yi ehuhia o ebi bre ebi di awerehwo ebi ho akansinsemu wa bonten ho boafo biara eni ho ti ebisa se omo ko school bebrebe no ewo yemu no de na ye omo de ye ana ya so den ti ye deserve de aba ye so nti obi bekamu a onkam sei na sem no ete me moache emo ha emo wadwo ba bi a wo hwemu firi biara platform we so there I am the prettiest preacher call me Kasongo Saint Osika me pena me wu yeso me ye saint ani o man krankra bia kwa aba wate odokwan so no kure nyina e wo wiase ye ba akopɛ no kure eye ba akopɛ. We've all said this many times ya ka say no kure ye ba akopɛ and then we dey discuss MONOSUPREMO and I discuss part 2 of religious evolution. And no ye discuss material stages I be called dada o. And I me bisa o sa sama da wote no kra ye ba akopɛ no what in pray bebre. But for a few days this has been sitting in my intuition. Is this really the case on the cosmic level? No kra ye ba akopɛ ampa. It's really so. Ade we atsna madwene so na me bisa say the cosmic itself in the level no ono so se no kra ye ba akopɛ ana. This editorial can sound uncomfortable honestly and that editorial na enye boko enche da nye desa. And I understand because I am asking tough questions about your subconscious programming. And some na me bisa na yade a wagye atum na wahu se no pani ade e wo ho nti se me ponche ho a ayedin kakra. You believe and trust so much in one truth, no kraba, one supreme being and one world. And so be see or preach consciousness okra. Now say or say the supreme being, no supreme being. Because what kind of way nyanko arrive at that one truth now. Next say we atheist. Inti no beka min Jesus min Muhammad min say but the supreme being being. Let's delve into this. There's one supreme being na one world being. We are say baako being. O kasa partner saying. And now I'm saying we should question this. Sa same way yati. I say ye bisa ho asem asabi before. And I can give 1 million reasons why and proofs that I feel we should question sa same way. I say ye bisa sa question way on all standard. Every level be I say ye bisa nsem way. If you are saying na ye baako, na ye supreme God baako, and a boy ya na. Cause ubema Krishna obechirema the end of the day no wako ende wo. Bosom so bechirema no wako ende wo. Kremoni bechirema no wako ende wo. Kristo ni kura de obisa ni say nyame ben a obenwane a de oji Yesu di o, John di Yesu di o no so wane a no wako ende wo. What is it? I want to know. That's what scientists do. They question truths to find other competing facts that can be used to arrive at different conclusions. I am a spiritual scientist. The reason I am a spiritual scientist the other week, I have told you many years ago, and what I do is to enter into your subconscious mind and question that deep-seated program that has been placed there comfortably. Adia wajia tum na ususu se enwa na wo ye so confident about it. Say yes eno na me ba na ma be question. Ami bisa. Someone ye wi zodiac sign ni planetary ni otemwahu. Say hwinim edin ni brofo ne kasa hodo. The confusion about adia way is lying in the Bible plain o, but ye nwe ho or saying nkrofo ni se omu si dan akosoro nyankopon ho. The Tower of Babel. Na nkrofo ne kakasakro ye bibia de kro na project no mo ye na esra no mo kọ. According to you, your Bible, and nyankopon de confusion beto omo ntem no de kasa hoduwo e beto omo so. Nti na afi we kasa we nti no mo nti omo ho ase na project no e scattered. You read this and you are sitting there joyously. I don't know what to tell you. Ibisawo. Says asem sensem we no yeti ayemfa ne sen bibisa wo sa question we aya mema obumfu because me awagye atum natena wo mu ache, but there is nothing wrong with you or with it. Say wo komu biom na wakɔhwɛ say ade am di tu mitiri mu ayeden wo sika kora de kɔto bank akɔ check hwɛ o de wo ba kɔ school out wo kɔ check hwɛ na enye adwene eda wo tirim na de awde atum no check hwɛ because you keep growing. And tadie bi a wotol mire bi abesin ko na ye de che okora wonje ebi okora wo fa wo bisa say enti me na me to sa ade we wo dan a wo see first second third wo pe biom You don't want it. You don't even want the location again. Inti adai na dia wagye ato wadwene mu de. Eye wo se wuntumi revisit it. Eno na mi pia wo se kom. Na kwa revisit it. Minim say enye easy edi. And therefore, when I begin to do that, you are allowed to feel some sort of uneasiness. It's okay. It's okay. Until now, who did matema mibumfu at all. This one supremacy theory is not helping us. It is not helping us at all as black people. One ana Israel for mukuro mumboba mboba. Omukuro mumboba mboba mboba no sopo ye white. Bibia sa ni ho. They are eating because of Christ. They be tourists omonenam ho. No more no more banti hotels they sisi will be so be a bit to aso 30 ni ade ubeko fully booked October ebe kai ekwa ma River Jordan omo de yi achiche baby a ubo ukoto ya debt $200 ni abowesu omo benefit e wo Yesu hu China fo omo se Yesu e ya nsom wo ba o Bible no de ye be print ama nkrofo no Africa fo no they are making millions of dollars. Our Bible, Rome is small. They are rich because of Christianity. If you come to Allah, Mecca, she every year. Look at how much they make. Almost some were haunted. Omenya some faso. Yen a dear na yen yaso. I was ongo. A question. Don't get angry at all. And don't tell me said ya mubenya na ni assassin so. Na Dubai, se see my forest wo. Omu importi animals dung free India. They forest. They cause rain to rain on the desert. So don't tell me. When you go to Turkey here, omu kwina achi na earthquake asase fia na earthquake asaje aboso. Ko omu airport omu tumi nya air traffic echi e airport ho. Wa wakọ ho unim. Omu planes abehu wo ho nyina. Turkish Airlines. Me say air traffic etumi chi e wo ho na airport ho nyina ayema. Nti so omo som Allah omo hu som faso nti se yesu ye ka ho bia ye ko 6 times they don't do that in Dubai omo wa hade nyina nyinya torchlight omo ko heaven omo be so ahwe kwan so nso arabufo hwe omo ma so ho kama ti ya ye more than they are doing say ye nyame ko Allah na aden na ye case ye different. The platform is open. Ye one God na make here are we one people. Let's even take the case of medical research. Those who stay abroad, Africans living in Europe, America, Asia, and other places will attest to the fact that the medical system that is being used for all as the single science-based truth is biased towards Abrofu. We are making a question. You can answer. Asama mi bi senye. Adie ba kono. Is there anything like one fit all? And when me pese mi hunu. Questions are answered. Wherever you are, if you want to do Zoom, we have what it takes. If you want us to fly you here, we will do so. Just contact us. 0244860092. Just contact us. We will make sure you are on the platform to educate us on this. Is there anything like one fit all? From everything, in fact, in everything, our way of life, our culture, the way we speak, our body, our hair, bibia, is there anything like one fit all? Ubetimi akosisiri akeke duro so na odi atua buroni. Bibisa o, question. Ama abunfu. Misrawo. Ubetimi akoto okuma dada. Na odi akosa buroni ana. Pacho so they use Abrofo for experiment, and when they get the outcome, they use it to do a draw for all of us. Why? 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 Maybe so we need education because the truth is one. Ntino bibi omo de bebe na yenso yidi yenom ne yeko. Bibi sase ye okay ana. Okay, and a question. They study the behavior of Abrofo Nkoda, and when they see some funny behaviors in them, they produce things that directly affect their behavior. Sanity, and attitudes. And based on their study, they give this solution to everyone. Some of the obibini okura. Ekoye experiment kuro wu na say ye hu bi social media no. Nti e din na kire say ade na omo de ye na ayeyi ama omo no. Omo de bre yenya ye okay. Nti me pamucho cancer, kidney problems, diabetes, ulcers. Atiegu yesu blood pressure see 35 years no blood pressure atiegu yesu edin ye about this pamucho edin na ekoso asema mika se ebetimi eno so betimi ahayen ana misremi bisa ye mai titiri ntina mi bisa amosa question if ya asase no ye ma na omugugugu ho no ebibifo no mo wa ho ba leaders amo ade na mo anuduru job bibisa a question bibinio obronio everyone get the same panier yeah they are doing. And we have observed in so many situations that just like Abrofu food doesn't work for Akabulan genes, their medical research on their genetics cannot fully, I said what? Fully support a BB4. Nanso obibini ebe school ni nyina wo kronim abaye doctor na wa be prescribe the same thing am I nti ayeti say ye hu ni ayenye ye hu. I know a lot of people living outside Africa with children who will either attest to this or agree. I don't really care. Enfa me hu. We bisa questions. Because we ourselves no, we don't care whether we perish or not. We don't care about ourselves. Yeah, and fire home. I rehu. No, obibini kra costo. Na se duro da ho na se di omo ye no wa ha nkrofo omo ye nduro wa ha bi. NS chemist ni tobi nko ni de ke kan omo aye para na da wa. Obeka so ope abrochire de no. Ye nje ye hu poni. I rehu keke. Asat said ye bedru this level no. I don't know. I can't tell. So ye ni yesu nyame pa. Enso yenye ye hu ni ade na ye sum na sunsun sanso ni ye hu enkyere. We don't show what we claim we have or what we are worshiping. Ye beko school we are they say omo de na yete hu intimi nya hwe. But the real fact is you can clearly see the medical difference between children within the system here and the ones abroad. Wanfa na unnim na wanfa abofra na anko ombe chiw kra se wo ba na unfa aduro ni ma na ombe suma nkrofo aba na omo de aduro na ma untumi fa wo ba kra mba wo ba udi 6 months mo frɛ sasa fa ne bra ntira me bisa the leaders ne se wo ade na omo wo to protect our children no more na omo wo ha ne mpo. I am not the one to tell you not to take certain medications, but I am asking you to ask questions and challenge the truth. I'm not telling anybody to rebel against nothing. What I'm saying is ask questions about whatever they tell you to do before you do it. Book na. Read the last bottom idea once how the pen ashasi no waji enye book ni hiao. Na sema make sense. Ye bi kure tue sika se yenye ne fa paper na mom. Afa no ko read. O read agede yen. Waku ba bia ye gina. Yasem na ye din ye mobo ya reho. I am not saying anything. No. I'm saying ask questions to challenge the truth. I know someone will not understand me. Truth is truth, right? Nukre. Jesus is God. He heals all diseases. In his stripes we are healed. On the cross, he said it is finished. It is finished. Oh, Kodaki. Truth can vary. Ntina me kasa me say I am not imposing anything on you. Me diegu what resonates with you, take it. I said think through and think deep and pick what resonates with you nafako. Because truth varies. Truth can be challenged. Say yesu ye nyame no se obema mboba sori na ya nsom na obema mboba sori ya besom na moma ye challenge ne dako no ye nsom no no ma mboba sori na embesom no eno so ye miracle eno so bema ebeto ye gidiem. Let's challenge some of these words. Truth is not supreme. There can be 2 or more truths for different people. In Africa, children play and act fiercely. In Obi Manso, you see the bully the children go through. Na any time mpona yetime ready akola frequency ehun say akola yoko ye oba ye obi abuli ni mood asesa ni frequency a drop ye any time. Ti omo ntumi andwuredwura omo na ade na anya omo a obuli no omo koma efo mo wie university na afa esoro ho ana na omo drink omo smoke na bibifo nkola na ye ha nti mi bisa ye wo 54 countries e Africa nti na say wo 54 presidents. Mi bisa mo what plan do you people have for your people, the children out there? What plans do you people have for them? It's so sad. Here in Africa, they play fiercely. Abrochire ma obanko street teacher wo classroom. Ubehu. You know, be manso, a feisty child, often displaying high energy, strong reactions, and a desire for autonomy, can easily be placed under a caregiver. Sabo friend yet say oh ye bibi differences here. Ekurom ha ye kasa nani edi nani so ehwe ya be ya efe abofra no bedu 7 no wa ye kum. Aye boko no. De omo de bibi besi ni so sesi ya. Say bibi ye no. Sabo friend nim no show another way bi kakra bi a. Asama to ne maame. Asama to abusua ni nyina. And some of us ye happy. De be free mu aba. I am dream say your generation den. I am not trying to shame anybody, but as some make an me so be a dream who go deep. Sabe ka frache, ye de woman to a particular condition mofra mi ensa. Na ye tuyo omoka, enu nti wo okay, utifie unya adwuma wo enjoy. Omunya 18 years na ye ntuyo omoka bioma, what becomes of your future? Aya ye do level bi a wo pese wo ka no kora chire obi na adwen ba ne ho so kora chi se wo pampa asem no wan pampa asem na ahomaso wo mu. We've been there before, we know a lot of things. Inti me untumi metena say wonu ya wa abrochire no mboa wo me won fasa asem ni nsi me ho omo ntena play mu da na betumi dia kwa omo me ho mfasa asem ni mba kominim. How hard aye wo ho. Maybe some leaders and said, them plan no more. At the man, before collar, the way omu the war mo yomo hono. Omo was our kind of ho. And I may be someone. Is there anything like one fit all? Mabo frane nya gidi to set the omo chi enkwan guni ade omo the neighbor to under caregiver and taking the child through several different medical support to control their behavior and emotions, to be able to fit in the one culture, one environment, one truth. Ye nyina saade we eye adwuma wo yeso be ye beboa ye. We saw. Ye frequency ni kura edigina ho no like a different. Is there anything like one fit for me bisa all African doctors? The platform is equally open. We just want education. The one of the biggest issue with before and say your system need anything chemical. Me catch no plane. I'm what you say. Into ye won't tem because of near maybe a strange nyama idea to ye name. Na ya na ya nye okay say yes say honam na ya asase no. Ya san de aba asase kese ni so. Ti si ye ni baba ye ho sumpo. Say ya ye mistake ye nko back ye beko no na nyama ni nyina asase se banche papa na ye nim no. Ebi ni ha ebro ni nyina ye yellow. Se nunum ahabankanka akokọ mesa ayi dia ayi sunsunfuo yi kan nyina haban ni nyina awuhu no. They are not like before ahaban. First no nanka wonua ebro a na was some flavor bi a wonua ebro na wo behwia wo bete ni nyina ende we sisi kontomre mpo wutwi a unte sa kontomre scent no mo ba bi ayewo timi bisamo de ayetimi nyame bi wo ho a one ye nam aye som no onim ye ya na ye nyina ye nipa koro yeti kurom hempo ye nyina mpo ye ya bibifuo ye nyina ye ade koro ade na igbefuo di benku ni e wokple na santefuo di fufuo ni apesie na fantefuo ye omo nchochowe enkranfo omo ye omo nkra dokono no ni makono a wa mimi di nkra dokono wa e be take me 2 months ansa metumi ahohoro me nsa because omo no omo dia omo mia no omo di wie so a they are able to wash their hands pepepe sankrani twimokoma wa ye ni papa pepe bibisa mo ahampo ye ni papa pepe nti dia ye dia yakofa ba ye ho so a ye te ha ya nyame bia ba ako ofi abrochira ba eduro bia pepepe ofi abrochira ba eden bia pepepe ofi abrochira ba mpamocho boa ye na ye bibi me nka ahwe o me say moma ye hwehwem abusia ye behaviors ye emotions ye bibia one culture one environment one truth because all children abrofo nkola o abibifo nkola o are one obi aye ba kunti ade ba na created by one supreme God and must be given the same medical support backed by one medical truth or research asem way me thrown as a question the all doctors and all our leaders they should look into this. Does this work for us? Pamucho nsi ye nyina ye nim sa common parampo enye obi ya no betumi afa common para as painkiller ebe ye adwuma ama no obi betumi afa sleeping aid sesi obeda fa mame fa bo ho be ye 50 igina hopinten enko ye nye nipa kro nti me pamucho wo say yetena se no obi ye research with ni different genetics ni different DNA ni different bibia no de ade ne ba ne ya somu a ne ye de kọ saa mesremu na me se muma ye hwehwe mu hwe because the rate at which I get nkola ni nya yade ahodo na no eden anu ye din too much cause emu ampo sabe enye ba bia emu ewo Ghana ina na ewo ba bi common eduapo enye dua bia eguro wo Ghana na eguro wo ba bia paucho wo London what apart from zoo wo bekwa ko hu owo one anti kuromeshi owo te sese de ye kurom owo tumi ba fie ni wahu bi wo hoda ade se zoo ni po wahu bi wo bisaw sa land no wo ntumi international so wuni ma menji chimkore ko ye research ni bisasa ye ya de koro misremu wo ye question na mi bisam yenya nipa kro abusua momianto yebo for those of you who have married or dated both abrofo and abibifo before mo amashi su two party ni nyina pamucho tell us in the comment section if it's the same pamucho is the thing the same misramo we de misramo na mibiso misramo pa na mibisa obroni ni sulenu eni obibi ni sule mo amwedi ni na ada no etese misramo mu nchire are they the same tonga no na make the whole the pot and so is it the same one mashi so amatu no me I remember we went to Israel ni yekoda hotel kakraka bim na omo wa konwa bi wo ho a massage nti ye ba na ma ya ram de wo de question ni shema na massage o ti o ye girejina honom na ewie na ye kofa fruit ni ade ne yakọ na abrofu ni bi baaye $10,000 ade asem a we want to try black thing. And I'm catching madam for the test. It's test. So when akoye ankasa no amfi bani so metwa nani so a don be chim yakoto prison. They also want to do the black thing and see how it feels. So hona wa ye bia ye judge wo we just want to know is it the same the thing no the black tonga anasule is it the same I mean black cotton black red cotton we anyway no is it the same? It's just a question. We just want to know. I will be waiting for your answers in the comment section because it is very important to me. Are the same, Anna? The best comment will win a special gift from me. I'm coming through. And then obi bisa say donkey obi wini yana. Obi wini because as na bisa na me sample yano. Me say yano sometimes na ya na wo say uma bibi platform because people have been there with you. Won't me nkochi nkomo obi e bibi nti wo kasa na at least obi to me ya asuti ya na nkasa $10,000 starting bibi small me ye ne me ka kire mo so no scale is due ho wo ho no na ne nan ne ye donkey me wie na me ka say ni beauty na owo ho no na there was a distortion in the beauty nti na donkey leg simply means distortion simple obi e nwini Ebi mu de kone nanenam ho, that is just by the way. It is a we need sa question we are. What the two one mama obenya special gift from me. We are not the same, Abusia. I don't think the same solution must be applied for everyone. What do you think? I don't think they should make their research and make their medicine the way they take it and they will bring it to us. We are not the same. Coronavirus is the evidence. Time pamucho asema bibi say ya asema sisi ye bisa ana ehu hia. Na te bia ye womi. Ya ye hu ye ho ano. Ye dan ye san ko bisa. Even within our cultures, there is diversity. Yenya ye hana ye wonimpo ye diversity bebrebe ewa. Ye heipo. Our universities must step up their medical and social research to grow formidable African-based health and social manuscripts. To push for autonomous support for our kind across the globe. Adia ye hie ni o. Aye to say the school mu de ebeko bia school nu so ye ko. Ni asan akoye masters no wo mo ho. Na ya san prescribe omo aduru nti school fees na ekotu ya ne so mfa so ne se. So mfa so ne se mesremu years ago nanka bayifo omo na omo yes eni amayi nka e baba o na omo ye ni easy eye emre du say ye push ne krom ha na nkasa ena me bi say ya ye ho den coronavirus ba ye enye dudo na ye hye enye so obolo ena na ayi aboniki ena na ye di simidi omo de ba de na be ye ne ha yenya ye bibi wa ha ye mpe yade ye ntan ye ho ye ngi bibia wa ha no mu antu abusia baby a ye wei ye chese ye ho dan question wei e yade ye koma dwini mu maybe say the way the young guys are now falling sick blood pressure me to me ntiase efri nti ye doctors ye wo kro mo check yade ekuye mpa na mo check hu baby efri ba ana no say no mo de yade ni din abeta ye so ha ne ye de abo yade bia so ni wo mo de aba akoda de bia so mo no munya anu aduru abusia ya be tools for experiment ana we your questions na me bisa me hear answers who bia don't hate me let's talk about this mama yam push you so that if an African requires medical support abroad the support will be based on his kind and the truth specifically about his genetics orientation. This is it. Your genetics orientation is nya de kro aden kura na nti bibia omo ye no wo ho no omo de ba ye nso ha na yeti ohom so ho no omo te ye sisiri ye betumi abo do fa de akomo omo ahehye so omo to omo be ye u posti ade efiri ha mpo de akwa eye problem munim se kurom a ye receive Western Union untumi nya Western Union ko ba bia ade ntia we na mi bisa mo mesra mo mianwenwe ho asem na emobo because ebeye din pa se ubehu so obroni yare ye de na ba se ye metua no ne ye mbesesa no ha ye mfa ne mada ye de ye ya ne ye ko iwu ya no they say this thing is really causing us enkrofo a omo etutu kwan ko ehwa omo ko ye ayi a omo ewuwu no bebre ne ye nimo ye nim ye nte inti ye ntimi nya hwe ma ye ho ekrom ha ye ye ntimi nya hwe inti before they brought whatever nko ntimi ye ni hwe ye ade we etimakoma so another thing etimakoma so this must go down to the lowest level of medical research. I need a medical professional to come and explain these to us on Revelations. Won aniama me pese e boggle your mind ni. But because we are talking about spirituality and people are joking with it, we have powerful researchers and universities in Africa, like Noguchi in Ghana. What are they doing to ensure that they give genetically based or biased medical research document to be accepted into the global health system to be used for our people across the world? That be when? Abusia niama ye numi na ni niama ye di na eboa ye na eku yen. Mo na mo akọ school mimi nko bi. Ba niama ye ba ma dwuni mu na me na wo susu hu. These are just questions. They are very important questions. that need answers. Just say, obi obeka sasema me be saying important na. I don't know what to tell that person. Because the way I me feel say bibi twitwa yeso dodo. Me feel say bibi twitwa yeso. Eye me say bibi reduce yen ekwan bi so. That's how I feel. Because you don't even have only kwan po so obeka ade ni say the person wo kan. Ye betumi atwen adwen abasa ade wi so. Mr. Mopa, the leaders, a dear namu about this. The rate at which we are dying now, too much. What are they doing about the frequent psychological support for our children in other countries? I don't know, maybe a dear man or more about this. Why you mobile too much? Ye draw ha. Ye knew be approve. Just a bibia ye wa hebi ye. Bibia ye wa hebi ye abusia. What are they doing about our children? No more about psychological support. Is the issue a case of one truth fits all? And I maybe say bibi omo be ye bi ye because omo law ne ye de abaha say bibia omo be ye bi ye bibia say the chemicals gugu asase nani say bibia omo de banche ye de wa ha omo asesa say eburo no omo asesa say we no omo asesa say mako Kenyan pepper na ye dimpo nya bi wa ha aje okomo say baabi akurase tu omo di mako green no tofu no e de ben pa na ekoso I to say ye wu ni ehun asem na mobo. Please, if you know any top medical person who can help us understand the issues and why this is the case, write their names in the comment section. Me amekwa kwahwehwom. If you are a medical doctor and you are watching us and you have something to say, please 0244860092. If you can't come, I will come to your office. We are dying, the young ones. I feel something is reducing us. I think something want to wipe us out. If you I say low key. I say ye nam slow poison mood bimu. Abusia, what are our leaders doing about social protection policies concerning our children and people living abroad? Mo wo say, mo wa no. E die mpa na ehunahuna mu yi. Aw, Erade. Yasem na ye dio. Obi baby sasa omo ha krampo omo ntumi nhwe omo so na omo ehi. Is it a case of one fit all? I hear cases of families losing their children to social protection policies. And I ask, a policy that works for Obroni doesn't work for Obibini. And so why would you want to do jomo? Omo ba ha kra be tria moka. Omo ba ha be chimuko. Manu dru jomu. Yeah, Obibini na reduce here abedru ashes. Oh my God. They are not like us. They can leave their parents, they can leave. We are not like that. What is our social protection for our people in other countries? Well, we need, please write it in the comment section. If you can come and educate us too, the platform is open. Or we just don't care. What can come, or die. You are here. Unia oti abrochire na ode nenenam na oti abrochire na omboa me. Ufu so mo to omo ho adwe omo. Today send me this. E dey plan na unia na wa abrochi wo te ha no wo ma no. Apart from so wo twen so de sika beba se fire property na we disika no. E dey plan na wo ma no. What do afu anyame mpengu bibisi bi so na omo de ne basisi ya obema na duane adi ama ne ba biada. Ono de enka ho o wa abrochire nko ade a ene eno ano no. Abusuafo mponke na woko bisa president ni leaders it's a policy ben no my. But that is why you people are there. Edian policy na mo wo. E de maye nkrofo no mo wo abonten titiri ni nkola. Edian policy na mo wo mom. Obibini akola e be start school very clever. O jade o ko be hu de ebesi. Na afi o smoky when smoky wadani say. What a fit system na nkasa fit yen e boa yen. To me, a dear near bay. I have so had no credit and could answer the idea be bare. Because ye original source of work, no, ya cursing, that is farming. Obi beko Italy, a cododan so bedo Ghana. na ade no kra wadɔ kra no wadɔ awie no kra o ma beto no kra so no enti na nkrofo 18 cedis asem yi kire. You see, we sometimes think that religion is separate from our problems. That's how we think. So when we go to church and worship white gods because we believe we come from one supreme God, that's it. Ye kwani ye kosum onyame ba ako a owo America Jesus ni ade a na che say eno ano no sa de ye gidie ka kire ye asa it just religion sa no bibini kodaki na adwe ye no. Listen to me, black man. Religion defines civilizations. Religion, it defines civilization and creates the system for your mind to follow. That's what follow everywhere. And then ye ina embassy hani ayema. And then we ina ye duane any kisika and ka follow. Religion is the cause of that. Don't tell me you don't know this. Me catch last week. Religion, it defines civilization. Your trust in one truth of one God got you to swallow the one white God matter. You can't even imagine a black angel. It's not possible. Why? To you, all angels must be abrofo. Obibini ekodaki, you have been programmed. What? And that program is not only for angels or one supreme God. It defines your social order and mindset. Put this in your head. You sit there and you cry and you pray. It goes beyond that. This is what I want the pastors to delve deeper into. Say you one God pa. Some actually last week baby ade wefi. Any baby abedu. God be. A dear God, why not so wako heaven aba? Where we are heaven aba? Enye ntro. Bible say Yesu beba bebu aten na omo ye boni akwaboro nsem de nto obi obeka se wakọ heaven na baby ayo trofo because Yesu nyam bai na wa bebu aten no na watumi akọ nti ye de na wutumi kọ ye we beat Jesus eniama we na sese mutumi dwen hu o eniama we na sese mutumi dwen hu but the ono hye system no person dey enslaving crofo no won so enslaving crofo for your selfish parochial interest. Enti wusu di we yachi na wo brainwashing nkrofo ko ye kan se ma kire nkrofo se moma mani mbra mo ho so there's nothing like one fit or ade na ye na mboa ye na ma kire mo evidences no obi e cash out on Africans when it comes to worship. Mecca forge na Israel forge China forge na Rome forge ye nje. We should look into this. Ade ye nko ye case ye different say ye didi wo bibi mu pa dia yenke whatever happens ye didi wo bibi mu a yenke asem we pa me ken wo ye so for ben now say asem me ken doesn't make sense to you and you don't care about so yes you now accept one fit rule for everything meboa from education to health to culture to food to everything obi die ne na ye e na wayere wo hu na wudi wayere wo hu na wo ayere wo na wonom ayere wo na wo ye mobo bibia wo nananom se me ndi kokko di Yesu aba me ware abusuan ware Yesu aba menye ye Yesu aba. Religion is the base of civilization so be ate ase. And you don't talk about slavery, don't talk about anything that has happened and leave religion out of it. Dabida what na ese change no class statifi. That is why in the first episode, I didn't just say types of religions, but I purposely said types of religious civilizations or civilizations. So you will get the foundation of what you are protecting as an African. Religion is the force that makes all social settings work. No stress. Once you consume the religious truth, the social system just flows without you noticing. No. Say ayamuka say free Bible munkwa dia. And ye me so pa sorry way. Mame nkwa asori na me nkoye bibia na me nye prostitution anajo. The fact that me kan mo hu asori ho no de me ye. Ba me ti hey. Maame ntwa wiase nipa nyina for free na me ni asore wo so omo ka omo se dia wo beye bia wan fa ho ama Christ a wonko heaven emfa ho ne papa a wo beye wei ye yeti hunini eno na ma bibia ye adwuma. Once you consume the religious truth, the social system just flows. I haven't gone to university, Miss Ramo, in Kobe. So go and ask all your professors if what I'm saying is a lie. Kobi somo. Sa somewhere amike. Ko mo hona kobi somo say nye true a. Enye no kwapa na me ka kire wo na. The African adage that said, ye abusua baako also said that abusua bia ye kwaye. Akankasa ye kasa abusua bia ye baako no sanso kasa abusua bia ye kwaye. Uginachi a ebom. Upin hu a ebiye sisi ni sibre. Ade we enye familiar to you. Enyina ye nipa so bia anko. Obibini so ntia so wona na wanko school o ka asem we kire. A family is like a forest. When you stand far, it is one big family of the same trees. But when you get closer, you realize that each tree stands alone and distinct. This is why your ancestors will tell you. Men ye we men kwa omu nim se omu ye dua wei be foforo omu a ebekum omu. Ombeka we ya ye nti ase da. When the foundation is broken, what would the righteous do? It's in your Bible. Meboa. Yeti ye wo foundation bi. Ene ye foundation adwuregu. Ede ne ye hu ano. Bibia we firi ba bi na eba. Tomatoes, jene, engo kokko sesi ekura de aburo. Papa mama. Aburo na efi wo ba ne de mesre stop it. Men ka se ye ni aburo, maburo amahye. Mi ntwa the video mamo. We aburo bruta. This year nkwa me do 100 acres. This year pay. This year pay. Central regions so mo mama ni best farmer. Na say mo wiem. Say ye do eburo ni abani koko nkwa na mo de hwe de am deserve it. Say me wini. I'm telling you, I'm not even joking. As I speak with you, no, I have 100 acres of cassava. When I'm catch it. Yeah, sometimes na my so sad. But dear na obeye. Dear na obeye. Bibia ebebu nipa bia ya se hia na ehiko. Ni yakofa chechire nchedi achechire si yekon. Na kasa wo mo bi enka bi na wo mo kasa so outmu sasama onipa yi kan tro. There are different trees when you go to the forest. Different fruits. Short, tall, and even grass. They are all there. In their kind. Yedua mu wa techem. Na yedua bro ni banche wa asase kese so. Yedua abani kube e wo ba bi ensuo wo. Menuanom. Ye nya de kro. Enua nya de kro muo mpo sebe. Enya de kro. Ye nya de kro. Emmoa ni bi wi hahan, e bi wi meat. Ade ne ye nyina ye ya de kro. Ye nyina nu maduro kro. Ye nyina ye ya de kro adan. Enye wuhu. The way ye wu young. Na nja de wa kodo tugu abibifo so mun jindi se bibi ko wrong. Me see ye nyina ye fa nkwa adwendwem. Nobody should get angry. So at the genetic level, we can't be of one truth. It's not true. Professors, no. This is what our ancestors were keeping us. Yanya de kronti anyway in kowo. Anyway in kowo ni yesi na church o ma ye na mofrani na ye messed up. Omu wi o masaka akere yin say ye potential criminals. This is all I'm saying. Your hair must not look like obroni to be beautiful. Me came from a wig me as and I'm treating what to do. What we see as beauty may be ugly to abrofo. That simple fact must be our genetic truth, not one truth fits all. That truth is not supreme. Until be a supreme God, more be interested in supreme God. Now let's look at Akhenaten's one God theory. Some Africanists believe that the story of this pharaoh, Akhenaten, was what inspired the biblical story of Moses. Bible de wo hu. Se wo tena se na wo dikodi a wanhwa wo beti wo bewu na me ka kire wo me se niama wo plain sight o eniama did like plain sight. Happy birthday to you nkrofo we yo munim nyansa sei se nka nye day na ye date na bibi foforo wo anka omo nka happy birthday da ni nyina kwa na besi day na a day na o no ma aye ne masquerade na yen yaso yasom ne yedi hunahuna ye ho and I could do planet we are na obi hwini mu free wusie and I don't understand us nti yen yase ebi believe is akenatin ana akentin ebi sa na ebi muka the story no mu use ye e wo Moses ho. But you see, Obroni was exposed to a massive legend about an African king. Nkrofo we won omunye smart saa o. Ba yen ye ha no otine dos so so ube defend Africa. Hey, ube nu hu. There is this young lady this young South African lady okasa about Africa okeka niama sisi. Me invited in Power Revelations platform, so unfortunately, no na me met to quanti ye make say date na ye share no na de me Ghana anti men to me na nye we no na ye san reschedule ni san reschedule up to me no ka say on to me pon kasa biu wako extinct because yes sir the more mudi bedi no they can say whatever they want to who they need are right e dey na betumi aye about this e dey na betumi aye about this. Edio, he saw the truth and the mythology, and instead of accepting it as the supreme truth, he rather changed it. The two yeni, yendi yesi yen change she. Okokota kuchechire nche yesi ho, say yesi osua bro, yetima ni yetim, yendi yesi yen change she. Nkrofo we hu nukure we wa accept it. Obe change no. He changed the names of the kings to Pharaoh. Pharaoh ahimfu Pharaoh for no enye Egypt na omo. Besinde Egypt e America enye Africa omo te wokora aka so omo ya Africans na omo bu afu and omo sorry mfi asase ne so e. Meanwhile it is in the Bible. The Egyptians you see today you see no more. Egypt, how many Africans are living there? Omo so omo nya Africans, so the place need that see Africa who yourself who protected this joke. Me, I am the devil in your eyes. Ubeko brunsam jim me come chiro. He changed the names of the places to Egypt. And he changed the name of the kings to what fit him. On Mesopotamia, Natibium, Kemet, on party, Egypt. Change him for the Edin. Inti se ni ye nimu okay fine. Se si e wuni. Udina ho. E protect kan de enti there. Uwi a we di na wada. Me ju utu me ntumi ye. And when he was done, he saw that truth to us and said that as for us, we should take it as a supreme truth. Ne yensu ya som chechirenchi. Ne ye woso de ye kwa ne ye ba. The other day, me who video be pan and say, yeah, I am so ashamed as a woman. Me show video na mama na mo de atum. Omo packing money in kogu asori den bi mu say because of marriage. I'm like, yay. So the point here is that the idea of one supreme God came from the fact that there were many gods and many cultures. And you know, ono ankasa kan let us create man in our own image. I mean am kan. Ono say come, let us. Nti onim so onyo no nkwa no. Enye greed. Na obeye na opese wo do obi aso. How do you change things like this? The statement that truth is one. Nokraye baakupe came from the fact that there were many truths that were challenging others. So to solve those arguments and chaos from different perspectives, a single perspective was formed and everyone was asked to swallow it. And here we are. Enuni ende. Omu gada abosum di amufre abosum omufre nyame omufre whatever. Omu gada ni nyina na ba ku tena omu apampam no so mu nyina mu ni akire. Aboa yen. And the father of this principle of one God, one truth, one everything is an Akabulan king who Abrofo renamed Pharaoh Akhenaten. Some say his descendants formed the present-day Ghana, and the original name is Akhenaten, which is a known name in Ghana. Akhenaten, ebi so say Akhenaten, almost say ono, and only this one fit God, one fit all. But so and then so no only ye ono no mas ade we ba ya nim. Se na eje bi hye ne tuo, se na etuo bi hye ne moto mo, se na ebi si ne kon ho a ye nim. Se se ya hwehwe ma ye hu nukure. A ye nya ye se freedom and justice ya de ye hu. Ye nya ye se Yesu ewu age ye nkwa. Ye nya ye se ya ye enlighten ya ye awakening ya ye ton haban ni all sort of ball. What are we doing about this? This is my question. But Obroni says no, I am different, but you are part of me. How? Ye na de bia ye depend on so. Obroni bia ni wono mo be kan kire say wo ankwa me nkoda. Ye nya. Aden. Ono. O say o ye different no, but ye dey ye part of them. Ye nso ya je atum. Ye dey betena sese nya. I'm not an African historian, so I won't talk about that part. What concerns me is the fact that this Akhenaten king realized the division as a result of having a multi-religious society. Having people with different gods and different social systems living in one place made it hard for him to rule, and his authority was threatened. Say na ya na yeko. So bi ehun se ade we dokonofo nyina we wa hanom no no opese odi obi aso no ntumi afi na ode seye e de tutu obi am nti na efe bedane oku menye historian ti I'm not going to go deep. It doesn't mean I don't know. Anye me na me koka me di me lame ofili said the kingdom no na the kingship and the rule no are threatened by other people almost so sorry. So he and his wise men decided to create a one supreme God system of religion by making one God the boss of all the others. Shockingly, we believe this to this day. This brought about more confusion since one priest won't allow his God to vanish, so another God will take over. Because me jai bibia ma unfa. And so there was war and confusion in Egypt. Enti Israel for ena amokoto epokokonim na Israel nyankopon ena Israel na Egyptians na we nyankopon be nie. Eyobi ena na de afi wahu. Wan hwe ni ya you waste your time. Doctor no about revelations no ka Dr. Saba. Osi obon pa isa da Yesu beba no o mani ngire nchen kakra no hwe de we a obeya asofo na ansa na wafanako ono okohwe ade wo hoso. So from the conflict of many gods arose the idea of one God above all others. Because ono aka say come let us create man in our own image o wie ye no hu say opese odi omso nti oyo omo anwa aka ni na mbro nsamfo no omo ma na omo create omo kind no unim so omo be sori atia. The idea of one God above all others, this was the beginning of academics and theologians called monotheism. This is where all these things started from. In this idea, all religious power was concentrated in one leader, similar to how empires needed loyalty to a single king. Monotheism, or believe in one God, demanded loyalty to one deity. This is it. Explain this to us. This concept wasn't just about faith. It was also about having a sense of order. Believing in one God meant there was one set of rules, one guiding truth, and one source of authority. The format inspires many cultures. In Egypt, after Pharaoh Akhenaten tries to establish worship of one God through the sun disk known as Aten, that story was copied to form the Judaism concept of Yahweh, who later became the one God of Israel, rejecting the God pantheons of surrounding nations. Just like Kwame Nkrumah, a year independence, now all African leaders no copy your in the end to me financially. The way the whole thing it. Into what are you worshipping and why are you fighting? Considering the damages are there we cause a media na shaping your life, your medical system, your educational system, actually we. Ahana this whole thing is started. A junior tired in an media maun. Until Miss Rew be brave, who brass your coins. Oh, your software. Oh, show we ya, Pauchodian ye win. Because there be a God, neighbor, God now also no. A God bay. God of war, God of killer. This is why I wear kume shoe or the sukum. When I'm saying Andre, who I don't we have a problem. Let's look at Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 4. There can I read? Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. I don't know about me. Mahama, oh, he has some so a president. Yenim, so a president. You don't need me to put up a dramatic, you know, I am choco drama queen. I am in a mere drama doll, no, and my people are drama queens. You don't need me to come and tell you, say, this is Maame Grace. You see me, you see drama. No, this is me. I don't know God way. Or Catherine say, oh, Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. And why are you telling me this? Later, Theo, the one God system evolved into Christianity and Islam, where this idea expanded globally. That is one God for all humanity, not just one tribe. How? What this brought was a total change in generational history. I say, Bibia. Immediately, women lost most of the spiritual power they once had. And man, the end of time. Uko kremufo asori de momu to ho. Omo asesa omo aboso 44. Uko Christopher no so ho omo se man nye kom. Men ware mienu ware baako. U janu no wu ye kura men ware, but omo twempena wo sumase. E de ka ho. Sesi ekura de omo aye no open omo agye empena omo ebi atwempena wo wu mienu awo akire. Oba be celebrate wo marriage. Ada na wo mfa de a wo ne na wo mienu wo London so mba ne yehu. Hypocrite. Baby ayetini o. Baby ayetinu enu nie. Tumi ane wo mba mu nyina abeyirai. With men becoming the main leaders and figures of authority in religion. One say yehu baby ayemfa. One say ayedin. Mo be ka say na kremo wa say wo call ho no ayi call baby Arab country bebre pon tu kwan dan tu bi so question kra nye de. Wo ko hu so oba so akwadu ton. Omo yiri no mpo mu bie omo anim po no bie hu mo. Wo betimi. This shift led to a stronger focus on property ownership and social classes. Afi sikafoni be show off. Wa wo be brutal things no be show off. Where family structure began to reflect the organization of empires. Afi de obi esisi no ho hene. Mahu ba bi adru. Enye the same thing na ekosi. Me na ma sorry so me na me say me na me we me say they are all occult grandmasters. Me na kind. 90% of them. Osi die nyame na wosu. Ibisa. Wahu ba bi ade we nyina fi bai. Nyame ko we pe na ye nyame ba basakro na we kosi sen. Ji we ka ho Additionally, religion and politics became closely intertwined. Challenging the idea of one God was seen as questioning the king, which could lead to serious consequences. This part of history continues to influence our lives today. I don't know, explanation now. Many conflicts are still fought in the name of religion with different nations, using divine approval to justify their actions. Nyame say, and God says, and Nyame say, Nyame say, Nyame say. Israel and Gaza, and esi so wo ho no. Gaza for no ye omo di Muslim ni jama Catholics so said yen. Ena aha no so Israel for so omo kuma Jesus. And esi so no is going on everywhere. Now see Nyame bayi. Nyame bayi, wo ti Africa ha efre Nyame so ombekon okuma. Israel na eja dem no. Onkokun wo ho no mfa guns ne missiles ne nto ho. Adan na ye ade wo plain sight like ade ni nie ye say ye nhwe da ye ndwen ho amfiye ho mentumi nti ase tumi nti ase say bad say Nyame say na obekun obi a Nyame say obi yi ne ho endure ya na omo si sojafo akoche guy bi o say ono so o say ye half Ghanaian no say hwan or what Scotland border no so wo baabi ono so si Nyame say Africa fo ono na obeji Africa fo na Scotland fo omo akoso no wo ho Nyame creating all kinds of things Nyame way na Nyame way say Nyame ben. The history of religion isn't just about people's beliefs. It's also about how communities came together, how they established rules and leadership, and how they dealt with challenges and disagreements. It's about civilization, minia. That is religion. Abusia, I shared this so we may understand the forces that shaped our past and continue to shape our present. Adia aye yenya ni na yenya ya ma ye ho kwa na esa reyen. Sisi emprempren ayeti ye nibie ya be ya yakoye nim 21st century. Ujina sorry dem mu sun se nyame mbre ukunu. Ha. It's so disgraceful. Religion is not just belief. It is survival, politics, and social order weaving together. Intime menyo nwan wa se president bi e ba obekọ kremofo no wako we ho. It's okay. It's part. Esese okọ. So nimni oye kra esese okọ because e part. E weave you together. That is why they separated our priests and chiefs from politics. So that to me, we need to have our chiefs in parliament as well. And but Obroni says we should ban our chiefs and priests from doing politics. Because some of the assassinate show mushege purposes. Na kra priests chiefs okay dear. Right now. So they can implant their ideas into us without any trace of our ancestors challenging them. Nti no priest for no munda. Ai ahemfo no so munda. Kakra no mo agi omo power nyina firi omo nsam. No mo yi ahemfo na si nchen. Omo yi atame na ame ede yawo no so ya comot to tape. Omo yi omo so si nchen. Let's look at this scripture. Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9 reminds us. Let me read. What has been will be again. This is Ecclesiastes. What has been done will be done again. Ecclesiastes, there is nothing new under the sun. Ecclesiastes. Baby akena atende ade we start free ya wahu ene ewo ma bedure say ye one god enka Roman Catholic ba nka embubu enka Pentecost ba na bi film e be sesedi. Who are we deceiving? Ade na e high say who are we deceiving? There is nothing new under the sun. Obi enfiri baby obeye hwe ama just one be rule osofo no si wo be rule over you. Until no only she say wa benye bibia na fu I say deshe okasa say e heaven eba. The question for us is not only to understand these stages of religious civilizations, but to ask what kind of sacred system works. Bisahun, or does the world work for our kind? These are big questions you need to ask yourself. If you think you can come and treat this on Revelations platform, the platform is equally open. 0244860092. Ebusia, when you yete ho. na yete hu ni adan ne yasoa we chechire nche we yetiri so as if say bibi ba na we yese na we yese ne yabu ye ho whilst we can look into this enrura ye num ni nyina ye dan enduane a ye edi ni aye sonson a ye klemi a ye kwa a ye ba edie be important ade we ye yen. Is there anything like one fit all? Mija we nyina de ma mo amuwo nimdi amako school doctor follow mo ndwin sa asem we hu sa Africa be fa ntoma pa afra na me nu mienu ye ma atimi atena o mfie adidi a o mu ndwane nko ba bi nkoto stress because wan kwa wunya adwuma mpo onye wokrom ha. The better for us. Mama ye me nimra for mo ye start sesi ya because all the portals are almost saying nyina amayen and the ban sa da and the movie na movie on to me cry benyam ye nyina de ayemanium like papa ne be kan wo revelations platform no so no akasa mabrepo insem ni bi wo kwa a chese wo ankasa wutie na wo ko deep because e bi wo kwa wunya kan plain platform no be kam e de akọ nti na ne ahanam du besi why yere wo hu obibini na dwen we hu so obesu a usu kakara no wagyae etoda misu anti usu a na eye makram